The Abbott government is on a mission to save money. We know that. It's got an audit underway now to try to find savings. So why on earth today is it handing more than almost $9 billion to the Reserve Bank? Peter Martin, economics writer for The Age and Sydney Morning Herald, joins Breaking Politics every Wednesday. Peter, explain handing billions to the Reserve Bank when you're in a hunt for money anyway.
Explain pushing up the budget deficit for this financial year. The projected deficit from 30 billion, 30.1 was what the pre-election Treasury forecast had, to nearer 40. They've added 8.8, added around 9 billion to that. So they've increased the budget deficit, which they complain about the budget deficit. They've increased, or did complain about it, they've increased it from 30 billion to 40 in one hit, by handing the Reserve Bank $8.8 billion for its so-called reserve fund.
So why does the Reserve Bank need a reserve fund? A quick lesson for us on what purpose this money will serve.
It covers it against foreign exchange losses. It has a certain proportion, a certain ratio that it believes needs to be there. Typically it's had $6 billion in this fund, but that's dwindled to about $2 billion, partly because the previous Treasurer, Wayne Swan, kept taking money from the Reserve Bank against its wishes, expressed in writing. Last year, Governor Stevens, Reserve Bank Governor Glenn Stevens, wrote saying, please allow me to keep all of the profits this year. Treasurer said, no, I want half of them to bolster my budget. So there was this financial engineering, taking more money out of the Reserve Bank than the Reserve Bank believes was, to use its words, prudent. And so the Governor has written to the new Treasurer saying, please give me the money I need. And Wayne Swan, or Joe Hockey, has said, yes, you can have everything you need. 8.8 billion, here it is.
Presumably because it's a good political time to do so, he can blame the bigger than expected budget deficit on the previous government.
For the second time in 2 days. Yesterday, we had, on Monday, Tuesday, we had Joe Hockey saying, we need to increase the debt ceiling, need to increase the debt limit to 500 billion, which is more than he needs to increase it. But he may as well, just in case he needs the extra, blame it once and for all on the previous government. This is the same. The language that Joe Hockey will use from here on will not be, if it turns out to be of this order, we inherited settings for a 30 billion deficit from Labor. It'll be the true settings we inherited were for a 40 billion deficit from Labor. It's what any chief executive does when they come in, or thinks of doing, and a new chief executive. It's called clearing the decks, make things look ultra bad, blame it on the people before. You can only do it once when you take the job. Then any improvement is yours to own.
So if you're in the Reserve Bank, the change of government has a bit of a backdoor benefit.
It does, and the Reserve believes it needs the money, and what Wayne Swan was doing was unjustified financial engineering to try and engineer a surplus in 2012-13 that he never got anyway, and Joe Hockey, to his credit, is undoing that, but there are political benefits for him in doing it as well.
I think we now get it. Peter Martin, we're grateful for your time.
Thanks.